Good morning. Hello. Good morning, Christine. I'm like swiveling around on my new chair. Guess what? Hello. Hi, Rosanna. Okay, you guys. So we have to go downstairs and get the beads because I forgot the beads. Oh my goodness. Um, yeah, so we got to do that. Also, this dog is crying, and I'm trying to like try out this new weird dry hair shampoo. Please, do you guys use dry hair shampoo? Let me know if you use dry hair shampoo. I'm using like the spray that's like dry hair shampoo, which I never use, but they sent it to me and I wanted to, try it because I wash my hair every day. And I know not everybody washes their hair every day, but I do. And I was like, yeah, because even I've already used it and it just looks like a big old mess. It just looks really bad. And I'm just like, eh. Anyway, I digress. Good morning. I've never been a dry shampoo hair person. Nope, tried the shampoo and I didn't like it. Yeah, I don't like it either. And I feel like it would get itchy. So the girl said, so the spray that I'm using, it just came like, I remember I told you guys I got that new like straightener thing or whatever because it was like on super sale. And, okay, we gotta put this dog out. That's like first and foremost. Come on, Jaker. He's just gonna cry at us the whole time. And anyway, so I put my shoes on. It's like, welcome to Randy's morning. So she sent it free with the straight iron thing or whatever. Come on, Jake. And she's like, oh, you'll probably need this. I was like, man, okay. Okay. Put the dog out there. Keepers, creepers. We'll get the beads. At least I know where they are. So I got that going for me. Mr. Bunsen was being a terrorizer in my studio last night. I'm like, oh yeah, I know where they are. Where are they? There we go. La-ti-da. You want to know what? I don't know. I don't know where my design book is. I thought it was upstairs. No, maybe it is. Anyway, so yesterday I got most of the stuff posted, but I still have a large number of things to post on the beads, but that's mostly because it's not just this week's beads, it's also last week's beads. Because, your girl was, what was I doing last week? I didn't get it done. I don't remember. Reading the comments. Good morning. Trying to get my life together over here. So, yeah, check me out. What was a lot of beads? That was a lot of beads. You can use it for your fairy silk necklace. Can you see me scooching? I just scooch over here, get my coffee. Isn't this great? My little setup. I just don't mind all this other drama. I just scooch over, get my coffee. Yeah, it was a lot of beads. Good morning. I feel like I'm gonna run over the cat though. That's probably not gonna be good. He's not very good at moving. So I'm trying this new view here. I don't know. Okay. Maybe I need to go. I feel like I need to go up on my chair. Good morning, Tony. Oh, that's as far as I go. I got this new chair. I'm just scooching around my life here. Yeah. Maybe that's good. I don't know. I was trying to get it so you could see my desk, but this tripod is kind of tall. Your cat doesn't care about you moving anywhere. Yeah, my cat was being super bad last night. Oh my goodness. He's digging in the shredder, and then he's digging in my paper box. Then he went over to the light box and he was throwing bingo balls around. And then I had to put all the bingo balls back into the, the little plastic thing to make sure that I found them all, which I did. I was trying to pack orders. I got a bunch of orders going out today. There's like maybe 9 left that I have to pack. And those are ones that came in yesterday. So if you're waiting on an order, good morning, Rebecca. Good morning. I got my journal and other goodies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, good. Did you like it, Coral? Did you like it? You guys, okay, I gotta show you this before we get started because I showed you this yesterday. Let me flip you around. So, I only saw the picture, but look, we got our life together a little bit. I love it so much. Good. I cannot take any credit for this. Jefferson did all of that. The good old Jefferson, he just mopped the floor up and rearranged the room, and he got his plants going over here. I was like, I'm packing orders. He's like, okay. He's got his plants going. I put my little cart over there. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to get my computer hopefully soon. We're still in debate about moving the coffee bar. I said, I think I want to keep it there. But I got this shelf. He put that together. Well, he put that together a couple days ago. But that's where I'm putting all my crystals and my rocks, my little doodads. All my little girl things. Because they're always usually like all over the house. I got my big amethyst right there. So yeah, things are good. Got that going for me. And he made dinner. So I literally was posting everything. I'm sorry I didn't get everything posted. I posted all day like I said I was gonna. Good morning, Shannon. Sorry, I'm missing comments because I don't got my comments up on my phone. It looks great. I love it so much. I'm glad you love it. Yeah, I'm like looking around for it. There it is. I see my design journal. I'm just like the designer. I'm just like, what we should do? I get on the internet and like Jeff was telling me yesterday, the boxes just come in and he's just like, what is this, a shelf? And he just sits over there in the living room and he just like starts putting things together. He doesn't even know what they are. He's just like, oh, this is a shelf. This is a chair. I was like, yeah, really threw him with the double desk. I was like, oh, he's like, there's a lot of parts in here. I was like, yeah, it's double desk. He's like, oh, okay. So, you guys, I'm super excited. I haven't even got a chance to read this. When I was at the bead store, I got for myself the April 2012. Bunsen, quit messing with that rug. Oh, this cat. The April 2012 stringing catalog from 2012. I'm super excited. I collect these stringing magazines and I really like them a lot. They don't make this publication anymore, but they have really cool things in here. One of the cool things that I did find yesterday, which I'm excited about, is a book that they mentioned in this magazine, which I then ordered on Amazon super cheap because it was, it's like from 2012. I think it was like $5, but it's like a design book. And it's supposed to teach me, I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to find it in here, but I don't know if I can. It was like, I don't know. It was kind of like a mixed media book, I think. And that's why I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'm trying to see what the name of it was. Sorry if I'm boring you. Dotty. Is that it? No. Anyway, I'll find it. But yeah, so I thought that was cool that they had that resource in here. I can't find it right now. Where do you get those at, Randy? Really nice job. I get them at the bead store. It just is in the bottom of the bead store in Taylor's Falls, they have like a garage sale area where select people and employees bring their unwanted, gently used items and they can sell them at like garage sale prices. And so those I think came from like, Diane or something from years ago. Diane used to own her own bead store. before she was working for Jeff. I have them all. Oh! My oldest is in the attack out. Most are in the bookshelf. You are a lucky lady, Pam. You are a lucky lady. Those are my favorite. I've seen a lot of the old Bead magazines. Okay, let's recap. You're like, Randy, why are we talking about this? I never read a Bead magazine until about 2 months ago. Ever in my life. I was just like, meh. Because this is part of my weird thing. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I don't like really, I do, and I don't. Like, I try to not look at a lot of things with like beading and jewelry making or whatever, because I don't like to be influenced by other styles of stuff, because I feel this is just my personal opinion. Sometimes I feel like then it kind of will like subconsciously influence me into thinking like, oh, that's a really trendy design, or those are trendy colors, and then I'll try to use them, but they're not really things that I would normally use. And so then I start making, and it kind of turns in, and like, why isn't this working? How come everybody else's stuff looks really nice and mine just looks like a big old pile of And I'm like, but it's because that is maybe not my color palette, or I'm not comfortable with it, or it's just something that I wouldn't normally gravitate to. However, also in the same token, I do like to look at things, because you don't want to be making, I don't want to be making the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? Okay, we gotta get a hair tie because this is driving me crazy. This dry hair shampoo or whatever. So, I kind of have a thing about that. So anyways, moral of the story is I never read any bead magazines before. And if you guys have watched anything about my bio as a designer, you know that, I don't know, I was really late to the game. Like, I didn't even know about gemstones or anything until I was like in my late 20s. Like, all I ever worked with was seed beads. Oh, good. Bunsen has gotten his perch going. I missed all your comments. Gotta go back and see. I am the same. Good morning, Clarice. Good morning, Catherine. There wasn't much on the internet at the time when I started beading. Few of my faves was Bead Trends. Bead Trends, is that like a magazine? So, yeah, see, because I don't even know. I'm like, is that a magazine? I didn't know about a lot of things, and I also am just, I don't know. Grandma said, my grandma said, you just take whatever you have and you just make it, things you like, what you have, and you make it into things you love. Bunsen, get out of that bonsai plant. Hey, this cat is really pushing the limits today. What did your dad say about touching that? He said, don't do that. Get down. Get down. But she also said, my grandma, that you use things that you have and you make them better. So a lot of times, like, I'll do a repurposing of things. Like, I repurposed my coffee bar. You guys saw that. It's just like an old door, and it's actually an old shelf that we had that we just like screwed onto the door, and then I like put all this other things on there and I painted it, whatever. So that's like a thing that I do, and I don't know, I just never thought that there would be a lot of like that type of things on the internet, but there's actually a lot of those things, but I didn't know that. And then when I was working as a counselor, I was never on social media because just for my own like safety and stuff, because I worked in the prison, and I worked, in other places, and then, sometimes, people want to be your friend, or they want to, look at things you're doing on the internet. And our teachers said that that was not a great place to be. So I wasn't even on Facebook for like 8 years. I don't know. So I'm just like way behind the times over here. I paid for my order just before you went live. Woohoo! I love the way your grandma thinks. I know. My grandma knows all the things. There wasn't much on the internet at the time. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to do some designing. I just was saying that I really like these stringing magazines, and I had never seen them prior to this year, and I found them, and then I found out that they don't make them anymore, and then I was kind of sad about that. And then I was like, well, okay. Mr. Bunson's on one this morning. All right, we're gonna go like this. This is my plan. Ooh, hopefully you don't get dizzy. Yeah, see, this one's a little lower, but I kind of wanted to give you like this cool background thing. Anyway, turn my computer on. Today, all I'm gonna really do is I got some photos that I'm going to put into my design book, and then maybe that window is not great. Let me go like that. And logging in. Sorry. And then I also have this bowl of beads, and I want to make a design for this weekend to make, because I'm going to do my what am I doing? I'm going to make a design with you guys and then make it this weekend, and then it'll come out on Thursday for Jesse Jane. You see what I'm saying? Because I got this big bowl of stuff. I still have a lot of stuff left over that I hadn't used. And so I want to make a design with that, but I also want to put a couple of finished photos in my design book. So I got my markers, and I'm hoping we can do that. I got my new cart. I'll have to roll that over here. Did you notice everything in my life has like wheels? I think that's like, I think that might be a sign. Oh my goodness. What is that? Yeah, sign in. There we go. All right. Yeah, I was in the porch yesterday, and I took my laptop out there, and I was doing like post listings, which I'd never done before. I usually just take all the pictures and then I put them up, but I think I can do it for some stuff. I also have a bunch of stuff to post for tomorrow that is from last week, like all that vintage. I have all the photos taken. I just haven't got them listed yet. So after we get off here, my plan for the day is to go downstairs, do packing and shipping of the rest of the orders. So like I said, I think there's, well, now since Catherine's done hers, there's probably 10 down there I gotta do. All the bingo prizes are going out, and I gotta do all that up. And then we are live tonight on Facebook. So I don't know what we're gonna do for that. What do you guys want to do for that? It's Friday Night Light Box and fun. Okay, I'm gonna roll over here and get my card.
With hundreds of unique gifts to choose from, it's easy to find the perfect present for your mom. Make memories last forever. This Mother's Day with
no. How about no? Apparently, do you have your Mother's Day gifts? They want us to know. Do you have your Mother's Day gifts? Can't see me rolling, but I'm rolling around with my little cart. Although I will say I would like my little cart to be on this side, but that's just a personal preference. Okay. So this is the first time I'm utilizing my little cart. And an error has occurred. Well, okay. Hi, Amy. Hey, Amy's on. Amy. Hold on, Amy. I gotta put this over there somewhere. So Amy makes our shirts. This is my new one. This is my new Johnny Cash shirt. I shared her link with you guys in the group. And remember I put up I'm rolling away. I put up the link and our affiliate code. So Thunder Horse Descendants can save 10% on their orders. I finally figured out how to comment. Are you on your phone or are you on the laptop? You have to just, if you're on your phone, you just have to look at the bottom and it'll say comments, and then you click that and then it'll take you to a place where you can comment. Christine loves your shirts. Loves my shirts? Yeah, well, if you go to Amy's shop, I put a link. I'll share it again when we're done with the live on the Facebook group. So I don't think I can put a link in here. If I can, maybe Amy can put one in. And then you just use my affiliate code, and when you put that code into the coupon section, that saves you 10% on your order. Good morning, Donna. It's a beautiful day outside. My mom and grandmother have passed away. What? I'm so sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know what? That is true. Sometimes we do not think about that, and we think about these holidays, and that happened a lot and then, you know, like, it's not the same. Our experience isn't the same for everyone else. I'm just grabbing up a few photos here. Look how far behind I'm, like 3 packages behind on the photo doings. Nobody is surprised. Where'd those comments go? I don't know why I'm trying to get it over here on the computer so I don't have to keep scrolling back, but it's really being a pain in the butt today. I don't know why. Mr. Bunsen Get Down has to be on a shirt. Yes. Well, I'm going to get the graphic and then I'm going to try to give it to Amy. So on Fiverr, there's this guy who does cat pictures, and I want to get a little drawing of Bunsen, like doing the disco, like get down tonight, do, even though it's like really like get down, Mr. Bunsen. And then I'll send it to Amy, and then she'll be able to put on these cool like distressed shirts that I wear with the bleach and everything. And I like that she does the sublimation. I think it's called sublimation, where it's like actually this is like in the fabric. It's not like a vinyl thing. And not only that, you get to pick your decal and the color of your shirt. So I did get a red one. I was being wild. I don't know if you saw me the other day. It had a big sunflower on it. Did you change the date on your YouTube from yesterday? No. Is it very hard? It is very hard on holidays. Yes, I can imagine. Where do you get your photos printed? I get my photos printed at Walgreens. So like, these are my cups. We're gonna put those in there. Jeff said he wants me to put them on the front because I don't know if they'll fit. He said because this is the front of the cups and then this is the back of the cups, because these photos are actually taken by Serena from Custom Creations. So then when you look at my book, you see front cups and back cups. Which I actually thought was kind of fun. But I don't know if I'll do that today. I have a bunch of pictures because we've had a bunch of cups. This thing isn't working, you guys. Just work. You can do it. Cheer my computer on here. Connect to the internet. I thought I was connected to the internet. Well, okay. Well, I quit on that. I give up. We'll just quit because ain't no we got time. Just making sure. Cute idea. Yeah, I thought that was cute. Okay, so let's do it, huh? Do you guys want to design first, or do you want to put these pictures in the book? You let me know. I'm going to try to figure out how to put this around. I knew that was gonna happen. Hold on. This one doesn't like to, doesn't like to flip. Over. It's like stuck or something. It's just like the one I have downstairs, but it's like just really tough. I don't know why. Okay. Sorry about all that. So now we gotta spin you like this. There we go. La, la, la. Oh yeah, that's why I like to have this over here, because then I don't have to like stand up to look through the camera. Everybody can see, right? Design first. Yes, design first. Okay. Looks like the designs first have it. Okay. So I have still got, so I do have these little crystals. Now, I have a fun idea for these. So maybe we'll use those. You guys, I don't even know which ones. These are the, not these. These are the color, were these the color Pantone bunch? I think it was. I think that's what it is. I'm just looking through here. You guys have seen all this. I think we actually went through this bowl one day. So I gotta get this put away, but you know, your girl is busy. Holy cow, that's a lot of JJB. Yes, this was from, so I still have a few of the stones left. This was the Dakota stones collection. Now, these two I did not use yet. This one I have used on a bracelet. These two patterns I haven't used yet. And I would like to use them, but I'm kind of waiting for a really spectacular design to strike, especially for this purple one. So I'm kind of saving those, but I really like them. Oh yeah, and then I have this blue bunch, and this was one of those things where I was trying to make it work, and it just wasn't working. So I just said, okay, we'll just put you in this bag until you're ready. You just go in this bag and think about it until you're ready to cooperate with me. All right, so my design book, if you haven't been following along with this, is this book. Now you're really close. That's too close. If you haven't been following along, I'm sure a lot of you have seen this before. This is my design book, but as you can see, it's getting very full. And so instead of going directly on the page to do the design, I think that I will get a piece of paper, like I did on here, with the bear. This one. And get a little piece of paper and sketch it out, then tape it in later, because I want to put it on this side, but this side is really fat and I can't even see. So I think I will do that. I'm getting ready to switch to the new book in a couple of days probably, and the one I got for the new book is the purple one with the dolphin. So that's gonna be the new one. I'm super excited. All right, so I just gotta get a piece of paper and we'll get on into it. Well, I'm like, well, maybe we will. Oh, here. Now, I will say this sketch pad is not my favorite paper, but it'll work. Am I the only person who's like has a thing about paper? Like it's got to be a certain kind of like thickness and soak up the ink enough? Is that just me? Do you love those little bottles they put the small beads in? I thought it was really cool. Yeah. These little ones right here, they're kind of like little lip gloss things. They came like this. And I really do like them. Had I been thinking, I would have gotten a couple of them because, well, I'll show you. I'm like, well, I gotta move. I'm gonna try to move you over a smidgy. Sorry. And then I'll bring you back down so you can see a little better. Okay. So, these are gray and black, so we could really use any colors. Get my markers on my cart. So I actually went and bought at, well, actually, I didn't. I found it at the thrift store. It was brand new, but I've seen it at like these little kits at like Walmart and stuff where you get like a gray marker, a black marker, and it's just basically for my drawing. It's like a couple different types of markers and a pencil. So I actually use these a lot for making my little designs. I didn't think I would, but I was like, oh, I'll try it. Not really that gray one. You don't really need that unless you're gonna do shadows and stuff. I'm very picky about my paper. My late husband worked for a paper company. Oh. I have to figure out what to make with last month's magical bead box. Oh, you got the little gray beads too. Yeah. I asked for the gray beads, Rosanna. You need a book that expands like scrapbooks do. I have a Gollum bead. Sorry, this is recapping because I don't know this. I could like get to Google, but I can't get to YouTube. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, so this site cannot be reached. Okay. I tried one more time, but no. Yeah, I kind of like the junk journal way that it is. Like, I know what you're saying. I've seen them, and I actually have one where it has like kind of like a little binder in the middle, and you can like put your papers and then it doesn't like squish and break the binding. But quite honestly, I kind of dig that. Kind of really makes me feel like I'm doing something. Makes me really feel like I'm just designing so many things that's just coming out of the book, and I'm just really, got all these ideas. Like, it's kind of motivating. I don't know. I'm weird. The Dollar Tree sells those little containers. These little ones here. Well, we'll have to look into that. See if we can find some. They kind of remind me of lip gloss. I did not get the last month's mystery bead box. The last mystery bead box I think I got was in like January. I can't remember. Okay, so I'm looking at these, and I'm looking at these little gray and black beads, and I'm kind of thinking that we could use any of these. I just use a regular sketchbook because the paper is thicker. Yeah, I got this little sketch pad at the Dollar Tree, so it's not like really thick paper. I have some Erin Condren papers that are really nice. I do like them. That's what my list book is made out of. Sorry, I'm just looking at these. I'm kind of thinking, I kind of like this little periwinkle one. I'm thinking, okay, it's like springy time though, right? Because this one's kind of bright. I feel like I've been making a lot of blue lately. When I get into making blue, it's just like all of a sudden everything's blue. I don't know about that. But I'm also looking at the beads, not really necessarily the color. Looking at the beads because for my design that I'm thinking in my head, I want to use kind of smaller beads. And so like this one I know for sure is out. This one's got too big beads. So let's put that one on there. Yes. This purple one, I think this purple one is out too because it's got a lot of boho on there and it's pretty big. We're narrowing it down. I think I really like this. Of the strands I got, this one was my favorite, which is why I still have it because, I'm a bead hoarder. But I haven't got the perfect idea for that one yet. And this one probably would work for this design, but I just feel like this is more fall. This to me is just like fall. This is not something you make bright and shiny summery summer, So we're down to these. And honestly, this one has bigger beads on it. It could be used, but it got more bigger beads. So we're down to these two. What do you guys think? The pink or the pink? Okay, Randy. The green or the blue? I'll give you the full effect. Green or the blue? This one has bohos. This one has like super sparkliness. And then we'll have our little gray and a little black little seed beads. Or, I guess they're not seed beads, they're crystals. Donna thinks green. Good morning, Donna. I'm going to fill up my coffee as soon as I find it. Green, green, green. It looks like the greens are winning out. All right. Yeah, tonight, good morning. Tonight for Friday Facebook Live, Friday Night Lightbox and Fun. I don't know what I'm going to do. I have lots of fun. Lots of things I haven't unpacked yet. Both? Oh, Christy, look at you. Christine says, why not do both? That's a good question. Let's look at that. Well, we could, because look, these are the same bead. They're not the same color, but they're the same bead. Okay. All right. So my idea here is, sorry, not commenting, trying to work with my Herkimer diamonds. You go, girl, with your Herkimer diamonds. Rebecca got all the Herkimer diamonds left beads in the Taylor's Falls bead shop. Either one would look good for fresh, with freshwater pearl and some citrine. Yes, well, 2 different sizes. One could be a focal. That's true. That is really true. So for the purpose of this video, because this is going to be a Jesse James video that is going to come out on their channel, we are going to only be using Jesse James beads. So if we, this is my plan. First, let me show you about this. We got these little tiny guys. And I don't know how many it's going to take, but I'm thinking we could probably get 4 circles out of there. This is what I want to do with these little crystals. So basically, let's see, is this, yeah. Basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little tiny beads and I am going to make a circle out of beads on wire. And I'm going to use a crimp tube. I'm going to crimp it. Okay, so it's just going to look like that on bead wire. It's going to be really small. It's going to be maybe 10 millimeters. We're going to use it as a spacer. Okay, we're going to get 4 or how many ever we can get out of here. I would say probably 4. We'll see. Maybe 4. We'll put maybe 4. We'll probably also be able to get 4 of the black. So put those. Also 10 millimeters. Maybe 4 of those. And so that's what I'm going to do with those. I'm going to hook them together. Some spacers. I'm going to get my seed beads. I have those gray seed beads from the Jesse James, you know, the gray Toho seed beads. And whatever I can't make up with these, I'm going to use gray Toho seed beads. I'm in a seed bead mood recently. I don't know why. Sorry. I'm going to make seed bead ones. Also 10 millimeters. Okay. And I'm going to make, I don't know how many I'm going to make of those. Quite a few. Probably like at least 20, maybe. I counted mine. Seem to remember that there was 60 beads. 60 beads. Okay. Thank you, Rosanna. So, but I don't know how many beads it's going to take to make that little 10 millimeter circle. Probably not many. Maybe we'll get more than we think. Okay. So these will be seed beads now. And I'll mix and match these all together with crystals and seed beads. And we'll have all these little rings. We're going to have 20 plus rings. Okay. 20 plus. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our beads over here and we're going to pick out some of the smaller ones. And we're going to use those rings in between These ones are pretty sparkly. But we're going to use them in between as spacers, okay? The little rings of beaded circles. But wait, there's more. I feel like an infomercial. So, let's just draw this strand out for funsies. I don't know which one it'll be, so I'm just going to literally draw a bead strand to show you what I'm talking about. So, here's our beads. And then right here is where we will have our little circles. We're going to put probably like 2-3 of them together. Stack them up right here. Then we'll do our next bead. And when you crunch it, of course, it's going to go together. You know, it's going to be close together. So we'll do that again. Do seed beads ever go bad? I have some of my mom's old ones from the 60s. Christine, you know, I inherited some really old, tiny 15 gauge or size 15 seed beads from my great-great-grandma. And I did use some of them, but the ones that I got, they were weak. They were kind of weak. So I guess, but she didn't keep hers in very good condition. She just kind of threw them in a bag or, you know, or whatever. And, you know, it was very old. But I did use some of mine. But no, for the most part, they don't go bad as long as they're of good quality. There's some seed beads floating around from the beginning of seed beads. Two different types. One could be a focal. Okay, sorry, I was checking comments. Okay, so this looks funny right here, but when we put it together, it's just gonna look like it's gonna look like this right here. So it'll look nice. Okay, so we'll do that a few times, right? And then here's the fun part. We're also going to take some of these links and we are going to chain them together. Okay, so we're going to put our whatever beads we choose. I haven't really made a choice here. And then we're going to here where the beads end, we're then going to take our rings that we've made. Ooh, that was a really bad representation of a ring. And then we'll chain them together like so. On this side. I think I need to color it. And then I'm just going to do the whole necklace like this. I'm going to try. We'll see how much beads we have. That's always kind of part of the thing, you know. At least the focal portion like this. And then I'm just repeating what I did over here. So, let me get my little crayons out. Or my markers. Now, I got these markers on yesstyle.com. They were a steal. They're good. And quite honestly, I think you could use them as like alcohol ink. Because they kind of smell like that. They were like $9. And you got 24 of them. And they look like this. And they come in a case. I think they're supposed to be a play off of like optic markers. But here's the deal. The color story is a little interesting. It's kind of like, wait, what? So we're going to use these blue and green beads. So I got to have blue and green markers. I'm going to use just annoyingly bright because that's what I have. And then we have gray and black seed beads. Okay. Yes, I do. I will try that. So I'm not sure which of these beads we will use yet because we'll kind of have to see how that looks. I can't see that this morning. I don't know why, but I just can't. So these will be green. Green beads. And then we'll also incorporate the blue. Maybe we'll put the blue in the middle. Ooh, a boho bead would be cute. I don't want to use a bead that has too much metal. Because honestly, I was thinking that these are actually really, there's a lot, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. There's a lot of decorative beads on here. Like boho and this guy, you know, but sometimes that's not always the case. Sometimes you get beads that There's like a couple of really decorative beads, and then some of the others are kind of plain, and I was kind of expecting that, and that's not what I got. So I don't want to use a bead that, you know, is really dressed up and has a lot of stuff on it, because that will take away from the little rings that we're going to make. So I might actually just be using, I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, moving on. Moral of that story. So these are my beads, and then they repeat down here on this side. And then I ran out of paper, but of course we'd have another green one over here. Ooh. Just for looksies. Okay, and then, hey, I'll go and get to use that gray marker I was saying I never used. Cool. All right. So, so then right here is our crystals. Okay, so some of them will be black and some of them will be gray. I think I will make 2 gray and 1 black, because I'm gonna have a lot of gray with that Toho mix that I have. And also because I don't want this necklace to be too dark, because it's supposed to be springy and fun, you know. So there's 2 little rings on here, basically. 2 of them are gray and 2 of them are black, or 1 of them is black. And then right here, these ones are links. And I think it's up to you, whatever, you know, if you want to do. I will probably do more links than 4. I only made 4 because I ran out of paper. But these are going to be chained together. And I think I will make a lot of those, like 5 or 6 in the middle. Like 6 chain links. And then this pattern is what I'm going to do just all the way around the whole necklace until I run out of beads. And just make chain, like these little chain things. So that's my plan. It's quite intricate. So I think what I will have to do is I will have to make up a bunch of those links prior to getting on the YouTube, or fast forward through it, or skip to the, you know, whatever, skip to my loo. Might have to skip to my loo, because you don't want to sit there and watch me make like all these little tiny seed bead links. But how I'm going to do is I'm just going to use stringing wire, and I'm going to string, and then I'm going to put crimp bead, and then I'm going to crimp the crimp bead. I'm going to tuck in the little wires on the end so you can't see it. So they're not going to be, they're going to be on stringing wire. They're not going to be on like wire wrapping wire, you know, artistic wire or anything like that. I think you probably could do that, but I would be afraid that they would bend. So that's why I'm going to do it like that. We'll see what happens. You guys. Okay, let me flip you the right way here. Try to. How about we just move over here? Easier. Ta-da! Hi. Okay, now I can see your comments. Good morning, Nancy. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, you guys, but that's how it usually goes in my head. I'm like, this is in my head. We'll see what happens. Has anybody ever made these beaded like links where they're linked together, where you make seed beads and you make the links and then you link them together? Anybody? Ever? Anybody? I have never done that. The only time I ever made one was last time I was on Jesse James. I made just that little circle necklace with the different design beads on it, and that was really fun. I'm sure I will be quite annoyed when I have to make like 40 of these or whatever. But I feel like it's gonna be cool. Pam says she has done it. What was your experience, Pam? Was it annoying? I have made links, but bigger, and only a few beads. I wonder if we could so in the ones I'm going to use as spacers, we could make those small, but we could probably make the chain ones bigger. So then it would go a little faster. You wouldn't have to make so many. I made earrings like that, but I am not good at it. It is time consuming. Well, in order to make it less time consuming, maybe what we could do is instead of doing a whole necklace, we could just do like a focal portion. We could do like, maybe this green one would be better because I kind of feel like this one doesn't really have a focal point. Let me show you. Like this blue one clearly has a focal bead, but this green one doesn't. So I feel like maybe, and we'll incorporate the blue as well, but maybe we just do like one little portion like this. Like I'm just using this as an example, like this, with the 10 millimeter seed bead links in between as spacers. And then we do the chain length that's like this long. And then we do the other side. And then we put the little things in the middle. And then you just hang like so. I mean, of course, it'll be longer because you'll be putting chain links on the inside. But then we wouldn't have to do as much. It is time consuming. They flatten relatively easy, which is irritating. They flatten. They flatten. Yes, that would look good too. The other thing we could do also with this design, but I felt like it was kind of a bit much, and I haven't tried it, and you guys can let me know if you have. Beadalon sent me the bead, the wire wrapper thing, like the thing that the big one that goes on your desk and you wrap the wire. And I watched a lady from somewhere on YouTube, and she was putting seed beads on her wire and making beads with it. The weight pulls them into more of an oval. Okay, you're talking about on the chain portion. Okay. And did you use wire, Rosanna, or did you use seed stringing wire? I wonder if we did with the string, if you did with the stringing wire, if you went twice through the beads, maybe that would reinforce them a little more. Or maybe we put chain on the outside, not in the middle. I'm curious on how you would attach the chain links you make on the bead wire to your beads. Oh, so how I would do it for that, beading wire, not wire wrapping wire. Oh, okay, that's what I was going to do too. Do you know what size beading wire you used? Trying to get all the pitfalls out of the way. This is why we need a beading community. So what I would do for that, when I link the I wish I had a piece of string, and I don't. When I link the chains together, you're gonna have to make one circle, and then in the process, in my head, this is in my head, I don't know. In the process, you're gonna have to, when you go to make the next one, you're gonna have to put that one on there so they link together before you close this one. And you're gonna then have to go like that. And then once you have your little chain, how I would attach is I would just probably do wire wrap onto the circle to attach my other beads. Or if I want to continue with the bead stringing, I could just crimp. I could put that in there and wire wrap it and crimp it, and then just go straight with my beads. Okay, hold on. Regular soft flex, but they were about an inch in size with only a few beads. So that's 25 millimeters. If I'm making 10 millimeters, maybe they won't do that. Maybe double the string. What if we use like 49 strand, like the heavy duty 49 Beadalon wire? You think that would work? See, okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. Let me just say this. This is why I can't make those dragonflies. Everybody's making those dragonflies. My friend Lynn just tortures me. Good morning. Hey, Christine gave us a super chat. Look at this. What is that? Oh, thank you for your super chat, Christine. Christine bought my coffee this morning, and we appreciate you. And also, Christine, other fun facts. I needed $3 to make it to my YouTube payout before the end of the month. So I think I just made it. Thank you so much. I only had 3 of them and had the whole, what? And had the hole go all the way through. The hole went all the way through. The hole, oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You could also, if you're going to double wire it with these little crystals, another thing we could do if you want to hide it is once you have your circle made, you could go into one of the beads and just do a little crimp and then come straight out with your bead. You know, if you didn't want anybody to see it. Good morning. Good morning. We're only going to be on for another 4 minutes. Randy's just trying to work this design out in my head. It looks like this. I know, you're like, what is that? It makes no sense if you weren't here. The dragonflies, okay. So the dragonflies with the little dagger wings, okay. My friend Lynn makes these. They're gorgeous. Now, she uses all the appropriate things. She uses all the little tiny 3mm Swarovski crystals and the little tiny rondelle ones and the very pretty designer, you know, dagger beads. And she makes these super awesome dragonflies. Okay. So I was like, oh, I would like to try to make some dragonflies for the earrings because, you know, the dragonfly story. Oh, we got another super chat. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, her dog is doing a face. Thank you all so much for your super chats. I really appreciate it. The beads and smaller size might keep it rounder. The beads and smaller size might keep it rounder. Yeah, the Tohos. I really want to use a crystal. We'll see. I'm going to get like 2 links into this. You guys know my attention span. I'm going to get 2 links into it and I'm going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. And they'll probably be quite small. And that might make it challenging. I think you will do an amazing job on the necklace. You are very creative. Well, thank you. I am trying to plan out these ideas because, you know, your girl is busy. Today, I'm going to spend all day posting beads and posting orders and doing all these things. And I also have to write the first look email. And then we have a live at 8. So I want to make sure that I'm working all these kinks out in my head. It's really been helping me. I'm not going to lie. I am usually like, oh, I keep sliding away. I'm usually like, we'll just wing it. You know, we'll just figure it out when we get there. It's whatever. But since I've started doing my book here and we're making the designs, you know, when we're like making these little designs and stuff, and I'm like, it's really fun for me because I'm like, oh, and then I put my design and I put my design. And it's really fun. And so I've really been into it and it's really been helping me to be more organized. You know, plus I have this whole like weird brain thing going on. It's helping me to be more organized and it's helping me to be, in my personal opinion, like a better beader because I'm not wasting as many beads. I'm not wasting as much time. And when I'm not wasting beads and time by messing up and, you know, doing all these things, I feel better about my beading. And that when I feel better about it, I feel like more artistic. And I feel like, oh, I'm really like, I'm like, beads, I could probably do anything. Probably do anything. The beads will help. What's happening here? Is your logbook a new thing you started recently doing? My design book? I've always done design books, but I've never, because I have a short attention span, I've never done the whole thing where we do the design with the like actually making the design. Did I even put the end picture in here? No. There's an example of how Randy's not doing it. Oh, well, you guys saw this one yesterday. If you saw my YouTube video that came out yesterday, I made this one online. So we made this design. I can't remember if we made this one together. I think maybe we did. But anyway, we made this design just like we did this one this morning. And then a couple days later, I got all the items together for it, and I had all the things together in this little box, and I just got my little box, and I just went over to my little light box. No stress, no running around trying to find my pliers or my beads or my whatever, and I just jumped in the little light box, and I just whipped it up, did a little YouTube video, and it was just great. It just went fine. Well, of course, this was a really easy project, but also with other like more complicated projects, like these ones. You guys saw these. These were on Jesse James. I made these earrings with the rainbow seed beads. And yeah, and it's just made it really a lot easier. I've always, so I guess, long story short, the answer to your question is yes, it's new. Kind of. I've always done designs, but I never like did where I made the design and then I made the thing and then I took pictures of the materials I was going to use and then I took pictures of the end product and I put them all in one place so you can see like the whole process. And to me, it kind of makes me feel accomplished. Like, oh, look at me, I'm really doing something. Yes, I saw it. So stinking cute. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. I will be posting. I'm going to jump off here. We've been on for an hour. I was going to do stuff in my book, but I've got to get going because, you know, these beads are not going to post themselves on the internet. I swear my family, like my grandma and my dad and everybody, I think they think that all these things just post themselves on the internet. Whenever they call me, they're like, what are you doing? You work from home. What are you? And I'm like, I'm doing a live. I'm doing a live over here. I'm making a YouTube video. I'm at the post office. I'm shipping orders. What do you want? That's how I feel. Like, what are you talking about? You guys. Anywho, so hopefully Jefferson will be putting together my new computer. What? They're not animated? They're not automatic? They don't just put themselves on the internet? I wish they would. Yeah, just blink your eyes and wiggle your nose. Yeah, girl, if that's what it took, if I just had to be like, bink, and everything would go on the internet, I'd be just like, who was the genie girl? I'd just be like doing the genie thing all day long, just boop. But unfortunately, I have to put all this, get all the stuff, but I have all the photos taken and all I gotta do is put them on the internet. So everything you saw yesterday, and if you didn't get to see yesterday's live, I showed all the new beads. I got most of those posted, but I still have a big bag left to post. And then I'm going to try to work it on into last week, because last week got all messed up. I don't know why, but I don't even think I posted anything last week. If I did, it sold out. I know I did my custom orders, but I have like a whole ton of vintage that needs to be posted for like super cheap prices, like $1.99 for everything or whatever, like $1.50. I have a bunch of that stuff. And then I have a bunch of the wood, the petrified wood beads. Like I have matte, I have glossy, I have all that stuff. And it's just sitting in the basement and I gotta get it on the internet. Oh yes, and take their own photos and answer all their Etsy questions. Yes, yes, Rosanna. I'll just put them in the porch, and can you just see my little necklaces? Just walking up to the table. It's like, okay, just take my photos, and then just walk down to the basement, and then just get on there and get on the computer and just start answering questions on Etsy, and then just jump in the inventory bin, and just wait to go to their new home. That would be amazing. You guys. Dream on, ladies. I know, right? All right, guys. Well, thank you for showing up today and having coffee with me. And thank you so much for your super chats and supporting Thunder Horse Descendant. I will be live tonight on Facebook for Friday Night Lights doing something. I don't know what it is. And that will start at 8 o'clock Central Time. And everybody is welcome to come and it's on my business page. So you don't have to be in the group. It's on my business page. And then I'll be over there doing stuff. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. You guys are funny. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.